Hey everybody, this is Bill. I wanted to make a recording that goes over the basic signals that you learn when you first start trading with me. They're the pivot, the breach, and the reversal signals. Let's look at the pivot long first, okay? A pivot long is a signal that tells you when to buy, all right? And in this particular case, what you would see is an orange bubble with the letter L in it. And below that bubble is a price point at which you would place your buy order. In this case, it's 1.0639. So the way you would trade this particular signal is you would wait until the next bar paints. In this case, these are 4-hour bars. The green bar is the 4 a.m. bar, and the purple bar is the 8 a.m. bar, which is when we typically start trading. And you would wait for that bar, that 8 a.m. bar, for prices to trade up through the 1.0639, and at that point you would go long on that particular signal. Here's a pivot short, which is just the opposite of a pivot long, and in a pivot short you have a purple bubble with an S in it, and you have the price point at which to go short, in which case this is 1.061. Same drill. Wait for the next bar, wait for prices to drop through 1.061, and then you go short. All right, here's the breach signal. The breach signal is basically a failure of one of the pivots. By that I mean the pivot short either didn't fire or it did fire and now it reversed and went in the opposite direction. The breach is a position in the opposite direction of the pivot. So in this case, what we're looking at is a breach signal on a pivot short. So the breach trade would be a long trade, and the way you figure that out is you see the bubble with the letter B in it, which is a white bubble, and then you see the exact entry long, 1.2222, where you go long. So the high of this 4-hour bar is higher than the previous pivot bar, and that's where you would go long. That's what a breach is all about. All right, next on the agenda are the reversal signals. This is a reversal long. Reversals are really easy because it's basically an arrow that forms under or above a bar that points in the direction in which you're supposed to take the trade. So in this particular case, you've got a reversal signal that's pointing long. So you wait until the next bar paints and you enter in one tick above the open because it's a long. So you want to get in one tick above the open. All right. In a pivot short, it's kind of the same thing except in the opposite direction. So I'm going to show you an example of a pivot short here in a moment. And what you would have in a pivot short is you would have a bar forming with an arrow pointing down because it's going to be a short. And the entry is the same. You go in one tick below the open because it's a short. You don't go one tick above like you would in a long. And that's pretty much it. These are all the basic signals. They're pretty easy to understand. I hope this video helps. And good luck trading. Over and out from Bill.